Why don't professional boxers have sex before a fight? Well, probably because they don't like each other. Welcome to Shave&Butcher. No shave today, but a comparison between three razors I use regularly to shave my head. These are the ShavEnt razor out of Germany, which takes half safety razor blades. The Leaf out of America, I think it's the US, similar setup, takes three half safety razor blades, and a Gilette cartridge razor. And this could be any cartridge razor, basically. This is a Gilette Fusion. There are other brands, and these take a cartridge which you put on the top of the razor. And I'll be rating them on a score of 1 to 5, where 5 is the best. I've designed 4 categories. I've got my notes down here, so I will be looking down. The categories weigh equally in score, and they are how easy the razor is to shave with, how easy it is to load and maintain it, what the end result of the shave is, and the economics. So let's see which is the best razor in my book. Okay, first up, how easy are they to shave with? Well, the ShavEnt has a fairly large head, which makes it a bit bulky to shave with compared to at least a cartridge. There's a bit of distance from where the blade ends to the side, so it's difficult to get close to areas you want to get close to, such as your nose. There is a possibility of getting cut. There shouldn't be, but I cut myself from time to time, which is, when it happens, a bit of a problem. There's no clogging of lather and hair goo, which is very easy to rinse. It adapts very well to the head when you use it. There's very little buffing, so you get a quick shave. All in all, I give this a score of 3, which is sort of average. Then there's the Leaf. Similar in many ways. The head is a bit on the big side, so there's a distance from the top to where the first blade hits your skin, and equal to the ShavEnt distance from where the end of the razor ends to where the blade starts. So it's hard to get really close to anything and to shave lines with it. Very low risk of getting cut. I almost never get cut, so that's a plus compared to the ShavEnt. No clogging, easy to use, adapts well to the head, very little buffing, and a quick score. So I give this quick shave, I give this a score of 4, and it has the edge on the ShavEnt just because of the cutting risk. A cartridge razor, and again, there are many. This is the Gillette one. Well, it's got a small head. There's a short distance from the top to where the blade hits. There's a short distance from the side to where the blade starts, so it's easier to get close. There's no risk of getting cut. Yeah, theoretically it could happen, but basically 0 risk. It clogs up quite easily, so it takes a bit more effort to rinse. Adapts okay to the head, but the head is a bit on the light side compared to the other two, which means a little bit more work. Quite a lot of buffing. You can't do one stroke and get rid of everything. You have to do a bit of buffing, so it's not as quick as the other two. But still, very easy to use, and I give it a score of 4. Next up is how easy they are to load and to maintain. Well, this one is a little bit tricky. There are screws on the back, so you have to undo the screws in the right direction. You take the head off. Come on. There you go. You take the head off and then there are little sort of a washer. It's not a washer, but it keeps a distance between the blades. So you put one blade in, put one of these in, put another blade in, put another one of these distance keeper thingies, put the third blade in, put the head on, screw it up, and it's a little finicky, and you can get it wrong, especially on this one. If the blades aren't aligned properly or tightly put into towards the metal, there is a risk of getting cut. They're reasonably easy to keep clean, so no problem from that side, but a bit of a handful, so this one gets a score of 2. The leaf then, similar in the setup, but there's just one screw, and you lift this up and you put half safety razor blades in. Here's one, by the way, so you snap that in half and put in 3 of those. And you know, it's okay, but sometimes they get not properly aligned. It's less common than with the ShavEnt, but it does happen. And there's a little bit of skill involved compared to not having to do anything. We just put the cartridge in. This one gets a score of 3. 3 on a scale of 1 to 5, slightly easier than the ShavEnt. Cartridge razor, well, super easy to load, super easy to maintain, because there is no maintenance. You just rinse it under the tap, and very good. So this gets a score of 5. Whew. So the cartridge is not looking that bad, is it? Well, the end result of the shave, and this is where it's going to vary from user to user. For me, these all give me a very good result, the way I shave on the head. On the face is a different story. We're talking head shave here, and basically I get them the same score, which could be anything, but let's put a 4. So 4 on all of them. And again, this might vary from user to user, but I've used all 3 a lot throughout many years, and you know, they're all good. Economics. I don't know how much detail I should get into, but if you buy this one from the ShavEnt website, this is 119 euros with the stand, and you have to buy it with the stand, which is a bit annoying, but it makes sense because which one is it? You do want a stand. So $119 is 130 euros, sorry, is $130. There is a travel size, which I haven't tried. Same technology, looks very much the same, although it's shorter, easier to pack and easier to hang on a string or something. And the travel size one is 69 euros, which is $75 US. The leaf, you can buy it as it is, the basic model. I don't know if it's the black one, maybe it was the chrome one, but the cheapest is $84. If you buy it with the stand, the total is $93, because the stand is $19. And again, you will want a stand, actually, because dries better that way, easier to keep clean, nothing on the surface from stuff dripping down, etc. So $130 for the ShavEnt to $93 with the stand on the leaf, but the travel size is the cheapest at $75. The Gilette razor, I just first hit when I searched was the equivalent of $9.8. Now this may vary, doesn't make a big difference in the end. If you break it down per shave, well, let's say the lifetime is 3 years. It's probably longer with all of them, actually, but let's say 3 years. I do about 300 head shaves in a year, so that's 900 shaves in a razor. Broken down, this is 14 cents per shave for the ShavEnt, or 8 cents for the travel size. The leaf is 9 cents per shave, or 10 if you add the stand. And the Gilette Proglide, which is, I think, a new model of cartridges from Gillette, you break it down, it's 1 cent per shave, so pretty big difference. But an even bigger difference is with the blades, because, oops, let's see, these cartridges are quite a lot more expensive than these safety blades are. If you buy 100 blades, again, one of the first hits when I searched, I got 100 blades for the equivalent of, call it $11. That's 11 cents per blade. I get about 7 shaves out of a blade. Now this again may vary, but I get 7 shaves out of all 3 of them, pretty much. So no big difference there. Break it down at 7 shaves per blade, and you need 1.5 blades to load a razor, because there's 3 halves. That's for the ShavEnt and the leaf, 2.4 cents per shave. So pretty cheap. With the Gilette Proglide, you can buy a set of 24 cartridges for 52 bucks if you buy it in Sweden, and you pay in Swedish money, but that's $2.1 per blade. Broken down or divided by 7 shaves per cartridge, that's 30 cents per shave compared to 2.4 for the ShavEnt. So in total, the ShavEnt, between the hardware and the other hardware, ShavEnt is 16 cents, dollar cents per shave, or 10 cents for the travel size. So I'll give it a score of 4. Why not 5? Well, even cheaper would be using a safety razor, because those razors, although some of them are really expensive, most are not, and they last a lifetime basically, and you use one of these razor blades instead of 1.5, so that's cheaper. So the ShavEnt gets a 4, leaf basically the same cost, also a score of 4. Gilette Proglide gets a score of 2. Could be 1. That just feels nasty, because I kind of like this one, so it gets a score of 2. So what is the overall rating then? Well, if you sum it up, the ShavEnt gets a score of 13 out of 20. The leaf gets a score of 15. And the Gillette cartridge gets a score of 15 as well, when you give it a score of 2 on the economics, which you could debate. So leaf and cartridge, similar score for me. And if you really favor the economics, this one is going to be cheaper over time. Ease of use, this one sort of. So what's a tiebreaker? Well, a tiebreaker for me would be resource use and environmental aspects, because you're going to use a lot more resource for this than for the cartridges than for the blades in the leaf. So leaf wins, but not in hockey. They do sort of, only for head shaving. So anyway, that's my take at it. Let me know what you think. See you soon. Stay sharp.